All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know, at the beginning of the week, I mentioned to you that there had been an offer put forth, a suggestion, I should say, that the famous Christopher BOLLYN and I meet head-to-head in an open debate on Internet radio. Well, of course, I jumped at the opportunity and said, hey, I'm willing and ready. I'm ready to do it on whatever radio show makes the time available. I said, if necessary, I can make the time available on my program, with the natural understanding, of course, that Christopher BOLLYN might not want to come on my particular program. Well, Christopher BOLLYN has not even honored the gentleman who made the suggestion with a return email. Christopher BOLLYN does not want to go head-to-head against Michael Collins Piper. He's always found it more convenient to write about Michael Collins Piper and American Free Press and go on other people's radio programs where he felt protected or otherwise sheltered. Well, that should tell you everything. And what pleases me so much about it is the fact that this gentleman up in Canada now understands exactly what I have been up against and what American Free Press has been up against because of the audacious lies and slanders and deliberate disinformation and misinformation that this character has put out, fooling many good people. But, you know, as I told you, there's an outstanding website. It has a lot of good stuff on the website, but the particular interest I have in that website, takeourworldback.com, I repeat that title, takeourworldback.com, is that there is a tremendous overview of the life and crimes of Christopher BOLLYN and Eric HUFSCHMID, for that matter. And the gentleman up in Canada, Mr. Arthur Topham, he's at radicalpress.com. Arthur Topham, very energetic fellow. Well, Mr. Topham saw the material at takeourworldback.com, and he now recognizes precisely what the BOLLYN problem really is. So this is, well, there's an old saying, each one teach one. Well, in this particular case, our friend Poseidon over there at takeourworldback.com certainly provided an inordinate amount of information, good, solid information that really lays out the whole shady, shadowy, shifty story of Christopher BOLLYN. So I'm just absolutely thrilled about that, folks. I just can't convey to you how thrilled I am. The folks at American Free Press are very impressed with what Poseidon has done there at takeourworldback.com. We all have commented on it that there are things that we've totally forgotten about that he's captured, he's memorialized there. And it's tremendous reading. So if you have time late at night or early in the morning, maybe while you're listening to this show, you might want to jump over to takeourworldback.com and read what's up there. But in the meantime, folks, I must remind you that you need to circulate that website. Send that link to people. Tell them to check it out. There are a lot of good people out there who are still giving money to Christopher BOLLYN. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, at any rate, you know, I could go on about that, but I won't. We have your pen and paper handy. I want you to go to the website, takeourworldback.com. Just like it sounds, takeourworldback.com. And go halfway down the page, and you'll find a link to a completely reorganized page entitled The BOLLYN-HUFSCHMID-MURDOCH Coincidence. I was so impressed with this, I sent it to some of my colleagues at American Free Press and wrote, wow, wow, wow. And one of my other colleagues wrote back and said, add another wow to that. This is fantastic work. If you want to know the whole crazy story of BOLLYN and HUFSCHMID and their ties to Rupert Murdoch, go to takeourworldback.com. Takeourworldback.com, just like it sounds. Fantastic stuff, folks. Wish I'd written it myself.
So without talking to Corey Rowe,
I've talked to those people.
Oh, but hold on.
I'm telling you, we need to investigate. I'm not making any accusations against you, and I'm not making any accusations against most of these people. I'm saying, look at these strange coincidences.
Well, what do you mean you're not making any accusations here? You wrote this damn thing, and stop. I'm looking at the flow chart here that you put together, and you're calling all of these people, Greg Szymanski and Webster Tarpley, these are bad guys. Frank Whalen's a bad guy. Who is in the center of this flow chart if it's not John Stadtmiller with the skull and bones on it, a poison sign?
The location is only because I was trying to fit it in there. Don't take it as you're being the center. I was just squeezing things around in there. The location doesn't mean anything.
What we are going to talk about is Eric HUFSCHMID's accusations, that's why I wanted to bring him on the program, about his accusations that American Free Press and I are part of the criminal network, that we're suppressing Christopher BOLLYN's work, and so forth. So I'm going to bring Eric up and just ask Eric, why do you make those accusations, Eric?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Eric.
Well, like the accusations about the censoring, maybe we should cover that one, the one you said I was lying about. We can go over that first if you want.
All right, go ahead.
Well, if I define a lie as making a false statement to deceive people, would you say that's a lie? I mean, if a lie is a false statement...
Eric, listen, I don't want to discuss philosophy. I want to discuss the fact that you cited several specific articles by Christopher BOLLYN, which you said were not published by American Free Press.
That's right, and you called them a lie.
Eric,
and I will say to you, they are not a lie.
Those articles were published. Anyone who subscribes to American Free Press can check those dates out that I gave on the air.
Well, should I explain why I said it?
Well, please do then.
Okay, first of all, it's not a lie. It was what we call a mistake, or you could say it's a misjudgment, a confusion. It was not a lie.
Do you subscribe to American Free Press?
I was, and I let my subscription go out because I was so disgusted with it, and I didn't get those particular issues.
So, but you went ahead and stated without fear of contradiction that those articles had never been published.
That's right, because I got BOLLYN said, where are my articles? And he sent out the letter that these are not there. Where are they? So I assumed that they weren't published. And
well then, all right, Eric, basically then you are admitting that those articles were indeed published.
I don't know if they were published.
Okay,
you said
Eric,
they were.
Eric, will you accept my word?
Yes, I'll take your
word.
word.
Because I don't think there's any serious listener to this program who would think that I would go on the air and state specific facts that could be easily checked by anyone who subscribes to American Free Press.
I would say the same thing, Mike. Why would I make a statement that's so easily disproven?
Well, you did make statements that were easily disproven because I spent about 10 minutes at the American Free Press office with a bound volume. And people who subscribe to American Free Press online could easily go and check. I guess they can archive those back issues. They can check it themselves. So basically, you are admitting that I was correct. If you were willing to accept my word on it, that those articles.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But you said one was not published. You said three.
Okay. One of those articles I said was not published. Number one, as I understand it, because I'm not in the American Free Press office every day, but I went directly to the source, the editor, Christopher Petherick, and asked him what the situation was. What the situation was in regard to that one article was that it came in too late. The paper was already filled up.
This is the inference you're making here. So automatically Deb Simon is a bad person.
It's suspicious is what I'm saying.
To follow through on your belief that this was a conspiracy, the conspiracy theorists sort of are broken up into two camps. Those who believe the government either let it happen or somehow caused it to happen. Where do you fall?
I wish I knew who did it. I don't know who. I don't know the players involved. So I can't speculate if the government let it happen or made it happen.
They made a man come out for a year or two, work hard at facts that were already known, because he never exposed anything that wasn't already known, and got trusted as a guy that was a fact finder and a truth teller, and then at the appropriate time sent him off to be a complete nut job, to discredit the rest of us. So what they've tried to do is that they're going to put these people out as fact finders and then nut jobs, and so that people can juxtapose a belief that everybody involved in this movement is a Looney Tune.
I didn't know about that fire. Thanks.